Everything changed but the motivation. City to city, the same song on the station. Controlling the interest. Look how these kids dress. You catching them.
Good throw, James.
Oh,
Good throw, James. Judy out there talking smack tonight, baby. Yo.
Hey, we back in the building, man. It's been a little bit. You know what I'm saying? We was on a little hiatus. Niggas was stuff full of turkey and all that good stuff. We back in business.
Yeah.
Back in business, man. And thank you so much, Sports World. Thank you. Because you realized that we was laid off for a minute. So you realize we got to keep giving them stuff so they got something to talk about when they come back. And y'all definitely did that. I
appreciate that. Yeah, man. We love it.
Now I know a lot of the cats that I know especially are coming here for football talk. But before we get to that, before we get to the pros, I got a question. First of all, let me not do that. Hi y'all. I'm jiving. My name is Seven the Panther. If you've never been here before, welcome to All Purpose Podcast. I was about to jump right into it. Y'all can tell I've been itching to get to it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Seven the Panther, aka the Carolina Hurricane Ridiculous Thing, aka your baby mama's favorite rapper, aka Pie Strickland, and all that good stuff. If you get the point. Anyway, and of course, you know I got my brothers in the building. Evan Almighty, how you living, my man? Evan Bomb, busy in the building.
Living really good, man. Living really good. Man. Bombay, holla at your boy. Where that sponsorship at, man? I'm drinking a lot of this stuff. We ain't getting no moolah.
Oh man, of course we got Phantom in the building. What's going on, brother?
Oh, a little pissed off and a little militant. I watched a little Malcolm X a few minutes ago, and I'm watching and waiting in the wings in the cut for last week. So I got some shit to deal with tonight. Some shit in my mind tonight. So I'm on.
He said, watch Man, you can't be watching that Malcolm before we pod, man. I had to learn about that.
I'm talking about he just died. I'm talking about they just shot him too. So I'm already angry.
Oh no!
Get your hands out my pocket, man.
You messing up already, bro.
Messing up, man.
It's all good. I ain't tripping. Well, you know what? I'm glad you on one day because we throwing the ball to you first, my G. And I'm glad you brought this topic to the table because I actually had thought about it, but then it slipped my mind. So when you said something, I was like, "Ooh!" And you were the reason why I thought about it. Ladies and gentlemen, the Ohio State University Buckeyes, they have a coach. I mean, everybody got a coach, right? Ryan Day. However, Mr. Day is officially 1-4 against Michigan following Saturday's debacle. So the question is, how hot is Ryan Day's seat? Now, mind you, let's be honest, he's 66-10 as the coach of Ohio State University. So the fact that we're even talking about his seat being hot is crazy. But you can't lose to Michigan 3 years in a row. You can't do it. You can't do it. Yep, you're right. 4 years in a row. Sorry. My bad. You. As our resident Michigan guy, our resident Big Ten guy, Phantom, drop it, brother. How we feeling about Ryan Day's chances of keeping his job if they don't win the national championship this year after they keep losing to York?
That right there would be the first thing right there.
Win the national championship?
It gets hot. First off, hold up. Yeah, first and foremost, let me just go ahead and say, go blue, kick that ass. I love some of my Ohio State fans that are cool with me. I'm cool with y'all, but you know I'm going to talk a little shit. So therefore, let me get that out the way. Now, with that being said, bruh, it's going to come down right now to the national championship. That's 4 straight. Hell, they've got rid of coaches who couldn't beat Michigan before, so it ain't Brian Day ain't immune to that shit.
Please believe.
And it's not so much the way they lost that. It is the way they lost that game, bro. Because Michigan just literally just lined up and said, "Fuck it, we gonna run y'all ass out the goddamn stadium." And Ohio State had the better, and Ohio State had the better receivers. They had the better receiving core. Overall, had a better team. It's just Michigan said, "No, we gonna run y'all ass out of here."
If you don't never touch the ball, it don't matter what you got.
And the defense, defense played stout. So Ryan Day on that level, dog, it depends on where they sit him at, where they seat him at, and how close does he get to this national championship final or somewhere in that round. How close does he get, bro?
Ohio State fans, I'm gonna go ahead and tell y'all now. Forget about it. If the national championship is what you're banking on keeping your coach, fire him now. Because it ain't happening. But yeah, I found it interesting because I always thought that whole dynamic was interesting in that conference. How a coach can be highly successful, but if you lose to Ohio State regularly or you lose to Michigan regularly, it will literally cost you your job. That's crazy. But I understand. I get it. Like those are rivalries that are long tenured rivalries. You know what I'm saying? Those are foundational rivalries of college football. So yeah, I get it. That, you know, while we talking about it, Ohio State was number 2 in the country before that game. We know who number 1 is. But yeah. quack, nigga. quack, niggas. But yeah. So yeah, man, Ryan Day, I wish you well, my man. I really do. I wish that you could figure out a way to beat Michigan, maybe. But at the end of the day, I literally like Michigan better than Ohio State, so I'm glad you lost. But I hate for you to lose your job over that. Like, I don't know. I think it's wild, personally. I think it's wild. But I mean, what do I know? I know nothing. Okay, enough of the amateurs. Let's talk about some professionals. Because this is something that you brought to the table that I thought was absolutely positively phenomenal. A phenomenal conversation. Is Zion Williamson trending towards being a bust? I would have to say yes.
Yes.
And I would say yes mainly because of his inability to stay on the court.
I would say he's a bust because it's his inability to I don't know if he doesn't have the right people in his camp or if he's been resistant to the right vets that have had the same struggles that he has, like Shaq. Shaq will tell you, I couldn't keep my weight down. You know, later in my career, you know, there were points where I needed to monitor my weight. Other heavy guys, you know, they can tell him, Charles Barkley can tell him what it's like to be that big and that athletic at the same time. And they've tried to tell him, you got to do ... this, that, and the third. If I think what's happened to Zion is a product of the era that we live in, where they're given too much exposure, too much success, too much pumping up, too much clout too early. They basically told that man he was LeBron James times 5 while he was making high school mixtapes. And truthfully, the only kid or kids, the one that I see playing right now that lived up to that era of promotion is the Charlotte Ball brother.
Melo, yeah.
He's Melo balling crazy, yo. He got taller. The handles are crazy, and he shoot like Steph out there. One-legged 3-pointers off balance. Like his dad said he was the best one.
Yeah.
He is. But Zion, man,
nuts.
I loved seeing his highlights, man. He's a freak of nature when he was in high school. I don't believe that we'll ever see his true what he was supposed to be in the NBA, man. Simply because of his weight. He can't control it. And the host.
Oh yeah,
excuse me. Yeah, and the host. Yeah, he can't control it.
Phantom? I know you the one that brought it to the table. How you? I'm assuming that you feel like he's probably trending in that direction, and that's the reason why you asked the question.
Yeah, I mean, I asked that question because everything y'all said, and it's like, even if you say to me, you know, he don't want to be in New Orleans, okay,
right?
You could throw that out there, but right now New Orleans as a team is a young team, you know, that can ascend even higher if he gets his shit together, more or less.
Oh yes.
And you don't know, you know, some things are personal. We don't know personal shit with the man. We don't know, right, you know, the whole drama outside of basketball shit he was going through. But that's the thing that the great ones do, bro. They lock in. You know, that all the stories you hear, bro, they just lock in and just go to work.
Yeah, man.
Do what they do, bro.
Last year was the most games he's played since he's been in the league, which was 70. But he also was fairly up and down with his efficiency. I mean, and a lot of that has to do with being out of shape. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Not having to find your way.
Yep.
He has done a terrible job of staying healthy. In the course of his career, he's played 24 games his first year, 61 his second year, 29 the third year, 70 last year. So far this year, he's only played in like 6 games.
I give everybody how I know that this type of thing happens is that peace to my homeboy Cordell McGarry out in Chicago. He's a chef, and he had the privilege of cooking for Derrick Rose for years. Basically lived in the man's house up there in Chicago, and he's a classically trained chef. Cooks good cuisine, meal planner. That type of person for athletes. And he tried to put a meal plan together for D Rose, and he said that all of the dude really wanted in the crib was like Swiss cake rolls, oatmeal pies, Doritos, things like that. That's basically what they said that's what his diet kind of consisted of. But he was just such a freakish athlete that kind of like Ocho Cinco, where he said he ate McDonald's before the game and drank Diet Cokes. What I'm saying? That it didn't really, but whatever. But we see, how the top athletes that really take care of their bodies, how long they last and what their careers look like, and the athletes that really don't, may be great for Sean Kemp. Boy got heavy. Shaq at the end got heavy. Charles got heavy. The boys get heavy. Zero got heavy at the end of his career. Zach, my boy, he just got heavy, couldn't get up off the ground. He got big.
He already made the best player in the world.
To your point though, this is the thing though. They come in with so much already being given to them.
Yeah.
It feels like what's the chase? What the fuck are you really chasing?
Yeah.
I feel what I mean?
You already got the bread. You got everything.
Yeah, what the fuck? What are you really chasing? You know what I mean? In this case, because you see it like even in that same draft with Ja Morant, Ja couldn't get out of his own way off the court, and injuries were hurting him too.
Yeah.
And it's like all these young athletes that came. Like, do we really when the last time you actually brought up Zion Williamson's name other than injury or missing the game? Right now, you got the young boys in Oklahoma City like Shea. You got, Wemby in his second year hype. You got, who else? You got some all these young cats. You got even the younger teams like the Cleveland's looking good the way they look. Orlando with Paulo Banchero. Houston. You know what I mean? You got so many of these young players now. So it's like, ask yourself this question. I ask y'all this question. What young player right now would you take over Zion in any situation?
What young player would I take right now over Zion? When you say young, how young are we talking? Are we talking Ja Morant and up, or are we talking about?
We'll go from Ja Morant and up because that's about when he came in the league.
Over Zion every day. I would take Ja over Zion before Zion proved himself to be trending towards a bust. I just like Ja Morant that much. But coming out of college, who would I have taken over Zion? Or you talking about right now?
Right from the time they walked in the draft till now.
Almost every single person. Almost every single one.
And it's hard to say that, man, because of his talent. But I agree, bro. The leaner, smaller 2s and 1s that came out of that draft, even the stretch 4s that came out of that draft, I take them before Zion. Zion was a generational talent that they already knew was going to be a problem because he blew that knee out at Duke. He did that. He had problems at Duke. He was running out of shoes at Duke. So
okay, so you talking about SGA, Malcolm?
Yeah.
Just for the record, Christopher Green and Malcolm in the chat as always.
Appreciate y'all boys, man.
To the fellas, man.
Yeah, he right though. SGA, and
I'll take
Melo.
Chet Holmgren. I'll take Victor. I'll take any one of them over Zion.
Give me Melo and Ja Morant.
You know what? Give me tell you what I knew was going to be a problem. You can't be a 6'5" power forward. You can't do it. Like Charles Barkley did back then.
Yeah, I was about to say that. That was a different NBA.
You're playing power forward at 6'5" when most of the power forwards are like 6'10" and they playing all the way out there. Yep. You know what I'm saying? They're not playing under the basket. They playing all the way out there. So what you gonna do? Especially if you're out and you got to chase this man all over the court. What you gonna do?
But see, here's the thing. Here's the thing, though. His athleticism made up for that height because he had so much freakish athleticism. That at that time,
it did. Yeah,
it made up for that. That closed that gap. So now while you still young, you need to be one of them young vets, bro. You need to be getting some of that young knowledge of how to play the game. So when that athleticism goes, you just won't be. You'll be something. You know.
Oh, he's something when it goes at this point. If
he would benefit
major knee injury right now, his career
it's a wrap. It would be a wrap because his game was predicated on being the second coming of Charles Barkley. You did not expect a man that big and that round to get up off the ground that fast. And Zion got up off the ground entirely too fast to be that big. And that was the explosive at his size, you know, and that is what. And back in the day, you heard the same thing about Charles Barkley. That's a big man that's getting a lot of weight moving really fast.
You know what? I'm going to make it plain for you. You know who else I'd take over Zion Williamson? R.J. Barrett. Sure would.
I like R.J.
I know R.J.'s going to be on the court. And I know that R.J.'s going to give me 110 every night without question. Whether he plays well or not, I'm going to get a good effort out of him every night.
Yeah.
And I know he's going to be there 80% of the time.
Most of the time.
If I can't guarantee myself 60% of the time I have in Zion, I don't know if it's worth the investment. Does he want to be in the leagues? Who knows? But if you're playing with a awesome squad of young ballers, why would you not want to be there? I don't understand. I don't get it.
I would throw one at you like this right here. This is what people don't talk about as much, but y'all talk about them too. Mm-hmm. Put De'Aaron Fox in New Orleans. Take Zion off, put De'Aaron Fox in there.
Get out of here. Get out of here. De'Aaron Fox makes them a playoff team automatically, in my opinion.
Take a player like De'Aaron Fox, put him in New Orleans. Take Zion off that team, put Zion in fact, and put De'Aaron Fox on that team.
Yes.
See what the hell it looks like. Because even though he got I'm forgetting my boy's name. DeMar DeRozan in Sacktown.
Yep.
Put him with that young talent in New Orleans. With that coach.
Bruh.
Who gets underrated as hell. Put him in that shit.
Hell yeah.
So
I would love that. I would love to see it. As a matter of fact, you know what? I've had an issue with Duke players for a minute when they come to the NBA. And it's only because the ones that I actually like and want to see get their shit off most of the times, they don't. Like, B.I.'s an exception.
Grant Hill. Grant Hill.
I wasn't going to go as far back with Grant, but yeah, Grant Hill definitely. Grant Hill is probably my favorite Duke player ever. And I'm a Carolina fan. But there's a problem that I see. And it's not just, I won't just say it's Duke players. It's a lot of players that come out of college, especially those who make the transition really fast. When you watch their growing pains in the pros, you realize, man, maybe they need to change the rule again. I feel you. Malcolm says he never saw all-around baller in Zion, just ups. And should he blow out that knee again, it'll be the same results, just no dunking highlights. And I don't even think he scores. I don't think he scores 22 points a game if he doesn't have the explosiveness that he has. In a lot of cases, that's what gets him the points. You know what I'm saying? Being fast.
What they're gonna do is if he slows down and his knees are messed up, they're gonna lay off him and make him shoot. He's gonna have to become a shooter. He's gonna have to develop a ironclad jump shot, and I don't see it happening at this point in his career.
You don't got that. He should start working on it.
Yeah, he should start
preparing now for when you can't fly anymore.
Yeah.
Do you think Michael Jordan becomes as deadly as that turnaround jump shot, that turnaround jumper? If he didn't think one day I'm not gonna be able to fly from the free throw line, I gotta find another way to do this.
Pump fake.
Exactly.
I got to make you get off your feet. Yep. I'm going to stay on the court.
Yes.
You have to. Yeah.
Bro, I just don't want. Let's take a look at something here. We was just talking about the youth movement in the NBA. Let's take a look at this. The top 10 teams in both conferences. No. I think I only did 8. I did the top 8 because these are the teams that are presently in the playoffs if the playoffs started today. In the East, we got Cleveland, Boston, Orlando, the Knicks, Milwaukee, Miami, Atlanta, Indiana. In the West, we got OKC, Houston, Memphis, Golden State, Dallas, the Lakers, the Clippers, and Phoenix. Let's think about it. OKC, led by SGA, young. Houston, led by Jalen Green, young. Memphis, led by John Morant, young. Golden State Warriors, still led by Steph Curry. But they had to bring him some help in. Dallas, Luka's still a young guy. You know what I'm saying? Luka's still a young guy. And most of the guys out there with him are young. Kyrie, the OG on the team.
Mm-hmm.
Him and Clay, you know what I'm saying? The Lakers, that goes without saying. We the old heads in the West. But the Clippers, salute to Tyronn Lue and what you're doing without Kawhi Leonard. Thank you. Thank you so much for doing it. Because now I can stop telling people, hey, man, they'll be just fine without him.
Yes.
Nobody believed me.
We knew this. I mean, the man ain't played in however many years. We good. I mean, it is what it is.
Bro, that shit crazy to me. And, of course, Phoenix. Phoenix, enjoy y'all moment in the sun. Y'all was real hot to start the season off. Y'all cooled off a little bit. Listen to me. Phoenix, I want to tell every Phoenix fan that may be watching, every Phoenix fan that may eventually watch this, don't hang your hat on them 3 niggas y'all got running around. Don't do it because it ain't going to happen. Not with them. Like, they got to go get something else. Like, we'll get to that in a minute. Thank you, Ev, because you made my day. When you said that. You made my day when you said that. But, you know, we are potentially looking at doing some things to improve our chances going forward. I don't think – well, let's put it this way. I love what Cleveland's doing. I love that Spider has learned how to not have to score 40 points a game for the team to win. Here's my question I want to ask y'all, though.
Hold on 1 second. I love, you know, New York sports fan, New York Knicks fan. I love Jalen Brunson. That's great. But I really would have loved to have Spider Mitchell in New York. That would have been wonderful. Why we didn't go get that dude, I will never understand, bro. All right, go.
You could have had both.
You could have had them both. We could have had them both on the same team, bro.
Could have had both of them. Jalen
had to pay for
the Spider at the 2 where he really supposed to be anyway.
Where he's supposed to be, bro.
Not both. Both. BOF.
Both.
BOF.
With
both
F.
of them.
Yes, both. Both of them.
Both of them.
Yes, both of them.
Got both of them.
See, Phantom understand. He understands my pain, man. He understands my. We just don't do right. None of the teams. We just don't do right.
Malcolm says Zion a low budget big baby. Oh shoot.
Oh wow. Now I can't unhear it, yo. Now I can't hear it. Now I can't unhear that.
Every time I see him, I'm gonna think about it now.
Wow, yo, I ain't gonna be able to unhear that now, yo. I'm gonna think that from now on, man. Now I draw the comparison to Big Baby and Zion, same body type.
Now, when we talk about teams improving, Ev said something to the chat that made my day. My Lakers are actively seeking to acquire Marcus Smart.
Yeah.
Anybody who's seen us play or has, perimeter defense is one of our weaknesses. Is D'Angelo a better scorer than Marcus Smart? Sure. But do we absolutely need another scorer? Not really. We got some already. And as a matter of fact, if it's somebody here who don't feel the need to score all the time, that might actually help the other scorers do what they're supposed to do. You know what I'm saying? Me personally, I got nothing but love for D'Angelo Russell. Don't get me wrong.
For sure.
Heavy. That's my guy. But if I have to choose between having D'Lo on the team and flaming out in the second round of the playoffs, or maybe the first round of the playoffs, or having Marcus Smart and having an opportunity to say, hey, that guy right there, he don't need to score tonight. I need you to stay in his grill all night long.
And that's what's going to happen.
Hey, I got you. No doubt.
Yeah.
I don't even got to touch the ball. I'm on him all night. Let's get it.
I can have 0 point. A person is cool with scoring 0 points as long as they lock their opponent up. Gotta have it.
Where you find that at? Marcus Smart.
Gotta have it.
Yeah,
Marcus Smart, yo.
Oh, yo. while we talking about that, first of all, yes, Marcus Smart, please come to the Lakers, please. The only problem is Memphis wants 2 first rounders because they gave up 2 first rounders for him. We don't have 2 first rounders to give them right now, but we try to work something out. And there's also talk that both the Golden State Warriors and the Lakers are trying to reel in Kyle Kuzma. I think now that he's a little more mature, him being a Laker might not be a bad thing. I just don't think he was ready for everything that came with that initially. Golden State, I never hope y'all get anything that helps y'all team. Just for the record, ever. Yes, Malcolm, you're absolutely right. LeBron will clean up Smart's game and make him even more defensive. Absolutely. And Marcus Smart will make the rest of the team play better defense. When I don't have to constantly watch, because I know D'Angelo's going to get beat by his guy.
Yep.
I always got to be looking this way just to make sure my guy got a little leeway over here.
At the very least, you know Marcus Smart is going to run all the way back down when the ball's going back down the court. That's the Lakers' problem this year. I've seen it 2, 3, 4 times watching their games where they just get beat down the court, especially if LeBron's not on the floor, because LeBron sprints back. But if he's not on the floor, AD gets beat, D'Angelo gets beat. They all get beat going back down the floor. So Marcus Smart going to tighten that up big time. He ain't. There's going to be some arguing out there on the floor.
LeBron, 40 years old. He like, if I beat you down the court, dog.
Exactly.
All day of practice tomorrow.
Exactly, man. Y'all some young bulls, man.
Oh man, I gotta ask y'all this though, because it's a conversation that I heard some people having at my job, and I was like, man, I kind of want to get into that conversation, but I don't want to have it with y'all. Are people shooting too many threes? We talked about the revolutionizing the game, Steph Curry, blah blah blah. All of that was cool for a minute. It was cool for a minute until it wasn't. Tell you why I say that. There's only one team in the top 10 of scoring teams all time in the present era of all these threes being shot. There's only one. 6 out of the top 10 teams in attempts are from the last 3 years. Not surprising, because we have seen an astronomical rise in three-point shooting. Here's my problem. The Boston Celtics average like 51 threes a game. They're in second place in the East. They're not in the top 5 in three-pointers made or three-point percentage. But guess who is? The Cleveland Cavaliers, who are not in the top 5 of three-pointers taken, but are in the top 5 of three-pointers made and three-point percentage. And they are in first place in the East. Now, mind you, you might say first place, second place, 7-game series, Boston still beats them. I don't know that they do shoot with 51 threes. Because if you shoot 51 and you don't make 30% of them, but I shoot 25 and I make 60% of them, I still win. I still win. I think it's becoming outrageous, and it's got to the point now where the physicality is missing from basketball so badly that when, bro, I don't know if y'all ever seen this video. I seen it on TikTok or Instagram, one of them. It was kids by generation walking out of a door, bumping into the door frame. Kid from the 70s bumped into it, and it was like, kid from the 80s bumped into it, and it was like, kid from the 90s bumped into it, and it was like, nigga, I bet you. Kid from the 2000s was like, oh. Kid from the 2010s was like, oh. Kid from the 2020s almost died from bumping into the door frame. And that's what the NBA reminds me of right now. These niggas scared to take a hit. That ain't football. Maybe you, but I'm just saying. Kevin Garnett keeps these niggas alive, yo. Anybody that tell me a player from back then couldn't thrive in today's NBA, you are crazy. Because these boys,
they couldn't. They couldn't. We done had this conversation before. They couldn't, and it's simply because they would have to play in a way that they didn't grow up playing like and weren't conditioned to play in. You can't plop Kevin Garnett down in this league right here as the young KG with energy and vitality and going out there and putting people in a headlock and pushing people into the stands. That ain't gonna work. You're gonna miss 5 games. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we need it. And I had a conversation with a dude who was like, they need to move the 3-point line back 3-4 feet. They need to move it back. Move that 3-point line back 3-4 feet. Make them boys take longer shot. Make it even a lower percentage shot. on the court. It's already the lowest percentage shot you can take on the court. Make it an even lower percentage shot on the court. It'll bring back rebounding because you're gonna need some dudes these rebounds is gonna be out here now because they're gonna miss more of them. So it's gonna bring back some more low post play. You may see some more post up, more putbacks. That Shaq kind of era of shooting. But right now we're just living in a soft era where you can't touch nobody. So that just makes it so that the travels aren't being called. Now we got the rule with 2 steps and the gathering, the this and that. You can't even tell if they're traveling anymore. So it's a totally different era that we playing in, bro. So
I'm so glad you said that. I'm like, Euro step my ass. He just traveled.
He just traveled.
You don't want to call it because this is making the game entertaining.
Exactly.
You should be ashamed of yourself. This is ridiculous.
Exactly. He traveled. There's been a couple times that I watched the game this season and been like, that's a carry, definitely. That's a travel, definitely. That's a foul, definitely. But it just matters. I'm telling you, and when people say, I don't want to believe it, but just like they say about the NFL, when you look at it and it's listed as a sports entertainment company, the entertainment angle is becoming too blatant. That's what I believe in some of our sports. The entertainment angle is just becoming too blatant, man. Baseball about the only one you can't fix.
Some of that though, shit, we ain't gonna get to that one because Lord knows baseball, we got a problem in that one. But
the Astros tried. The Astros tried. They got caught. They tried. It was slick too.
But
slick.
Some of this shit in basketball though, bro. Yes, as a whole, threes are a problem. And moving the line back, I don't even think does that because they practice every goddamn day from where the line
shooting
is
from the logo.
They practice that shit in fucking way. So moving that line back don't mean jack shit. Because believe me, there's gonna be a team. There's gonna be somebody that's gonna want to do it, anyways. So that right there, you can cancel that. But I'll go Boston first on a smaller part of it. Boston's that team though. Like Porzingis comes back, Boston can morph into anything they want to do. So they're kind of like, even with all the threes they shoot, Boston's a team that can morph in any fucking thing they want to do because they're built that way. Not every team is built that way.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just
who know Wayne? He said, "Yo, Fats, this Wayne. I'm gonna check y'all out."
Dog Stiff, what's up? That's Chi-Town right there, baby. That's Chi-Town right there.
Oh, that's what's up. All right, salute, Whistle, no doubt.
Peace.
That's Chi-Town right there.
Yeah, my bad, brother. Please proceed. My bad.
But yeah, that shit right there, dog, is like, it's just the game. It's like almost like, y'all even look at my own fucking team, and I got a 7'5" motherfucker shoot threes like a son of a bitch right now. But I tell people just leave him alone right now because he can go on the paint whenever the fuck he want to.
Yeah, he's still figuring it out.
He'll figure that part out.
Yeah.
Some teams just built that way. But shit, look at what I'm saying. Boston is just one of them rare. I think Boston and Golden State was the first really anomaly this whole shit. And now Boston kind of took it to like, all right, fuck it, we got enough depth. We can, if you want to play slow, we can play slow. If we want to shoot threes, shit, we can shoot threes. And we got this big motherfucker 7'2" dude coming around in here somewhere eventually.
Oh yeah, he'll be back.
Mm-hmm.
So the real question is Cleveland shit sustainable? Like the teams we talking about, what's sustainable and what can you morph into in the playoffs? Because the playoffs change anyways.
Absolutely.
Playoffs always change.
Cleveland's got they got that journeyman team though, man. Like they sometimes when you got that in the mud kind of journeyman team, you can't really call why they winning. And then you go look at why they're winning and you see that they got a real team. It ain't a whole bunch of people with big names. It ain't this or that, but they playing in a particular way that their coach asked them to play, and it translates.
Cleveland's homegrown. Cleveland did that shit with draft picks.
Yep.
They did that shit with fucking draft picks and getting Donovan Mitchell. They did that shit with fucking draft picks. Theirs just doesn't. Theirs almost. Well, you can't say it this way, but you can. But theirs is almost a version of Oklahoma City. Oklahoma City just did it, doing it in a bigger fucking way.
Mm-hmm.
Because their pipeline is hell.
Yeah, they keep them coming. Cleveland is organic, like you said, organically grown. You got a stud as your number one player, bona fide stud. That's learning how, like Seven said, learning how to play without scoring 40 every night, going out to torch you every night. That's dangerous, man. They need one piece. Cleveland need one piece, and they will rival Boston. It's supposed to be Philly, but now it looks like it's Cleveland, Boston.
That's a whole nother argument right there. Without Philly, without even going into Philly, because we ain't got the time to even fuck around.
Yeah, I'm mad about Embiid, Joe. That used to be my boy, but I ain't feeling it.
We ain't gonna fuck around and touch that one, but that shit, I think, like I said, when the playoff, we see it all in the regular season to make the regular season interesting. Is all the threes, the NBA Cup, they're trying to make it interesting. But when the playoffs get to the playoffs, all that shit shifts and changes. We've seen it done.
They pull it in.
So many. It always does that.
Yeah, they pull it in.
In regards to what Elvis was saying, I think the thing with Cleveland, most of their talent on their team is draft team people that they drafted. What they did was they said, "Hey, we're gonna draft these pieces. What we can't find there, we'll go get it out here." So they went and got Mitchell, and they went and got Jared Allen, and was like, "Hey, dude, we need that over here." You know what I'm saying? What you do, we need that over here too. So y'all come on, we got this core here already. You know what I'm saying? And Tristan Thompson, we're gonna bring you back because we know we need a big body. You know what I'm saying? You're a big body. We ain't asking you to do a whole lot, but we know what we need. Now I will
let them mess around and go add somebody like Dwight Howard for the playoffs.
Stop playing. See, you read my mind. But
your team need to do that shit right now.
Well, yeah, absolutely.
We've been saying it. Somebody need to go get Dwight Howard, Joe. That is
the Lakers need his ass.
See, that's
Marcus Smart and Dwight Howard on the same damn team.
Dwight Howard ruined it for himself by not keeping his stuff on the low. Like, bro, you got it. Come on, Dwight. You know good and well as much as anybody else know. You supposed to have a job right now. I saw you on Gil's Arena. Man, he looks like he's in better shape than he was when he was actively playing.
For real.
You know what I'm saying? I'm like,
built, yo.
He said he did
Dancing with the Stars. He said he feel more in shape doing Dancing with the Stars now.
And
he
said he feel more special ranger training with the military. He was like, yo, it almost killed me, but I made it through it. And I was like, yo, this nigga do it. Man, come on, stop playing. Stop playing. Hey, Greeny, we don't have room, but I could think of somebody that we could probably get a boot up out of there so we can get Dwight in the building. Give me 2 seconds. I'll go ahead.
Yeah, he did you see Dwight on X, Shaq's response to Dwight day before yesterday? I would just say that because, you know, just your point about he messed up not keeping his, you know, business low or whatever. He asked Shaq to get some of that boxing money put on a bout, and Shaq responded, "Nah, like you got to have one more ring in order to do some business with me. I'll stick to real champions like Rob Gronkowski, and you can have a Superman name. It's yours, my boy." Or something like that.
That wasn't the first one. He responded on NBA with TNT when he said, he said, "I only fight top 75 players" or some shit like that.
Oh wow, that's crazy.
Dwight Howard got robbed anyway. We ain't got to get into all that. Shaq, you really
he should be top 75, bro.
Dumb nigga shit. Sometimes Shaq, you get on my nerves talking that dumb shit, bro. Like let's not play and pretend like
that ain't the dude.
I love Shaq, but I hate him at the same time.
let's not play like he didn't jump above the rim and throw the ball down into the hoop. We ain't gonna forget that.
Bro, that's crazy.
That's a big man. He jumped high enough to throw it. He didn't dunk it. He threw the ball down.
Shaq wish he was.
True.
Well, fellas, I hate to blow up the flow, but can we get to the elephant in the room? Because we got a couple of them.
Okay, before we get to the elephant in the room, I just want to.
I know what he about to do. I know what he about to do.
This NBA note on this.
I know where you going.
We're about to lose to the Grizzlies right now. Oh, and as far as me finding that name, I can think of a few of them, actually. I don't know why Bronny James didn't pop into my head, but it should have. I'm just saying. I mean, realistically speaking, Cam Reddish could kick rocks too. He ain't really doing nothing. Not nothing compared to what Dwight's going to bring to us. So, yeah, that's a couple. We can make room. We can definitely make room. But yeah, look. I know that my people that's tapping in for a specific reason, man. They like to hear us talk this football shit.
Yeah, man.
They like to hear us talk this football shit. But yo, I'm gonna let Phantom get to the elephant first, and then we'll get to the rest.
Which one? Hold up. I'm gonna ask you, which one you think I'm going to first?
You know which elephant? You know which Dumbo I'm trying to shoot. You know which one which elephant I'm going for. I'm gonna let you do your elephant first though, because I'm so giddy about this elephant. I've been holding it for a week, ready to talk about this elephant. So I'm gonna just let you do your thing, and then I'm gonna just sit and chill, bro.
Yeah, it's been lit. Make it do
all right.
In fact, I got one for you right here.
I don't even need it.
Make it do it. Make it do it.
All right. All right, I'm gonna shoot at my partner here. You know I'm shooting at you a little bit. You got your wish. And I just so happen to have a Chicago Bear fan in this chat.
Uh-oh.
Now you've been shooting at this man for a while now. And I've been trying to tell you coaching matters. First off, Matt Eberflus, you should have been fucking fired. Sorry, man. I don't ever pay for your job. You'll be in the NFL as offensive coordinator. Hey, bro. 33 seconds. Inexcusable, and we had the right play. Fuck that. Caleb Williams, this is one of those moments, young man. You should have pulled rank. You didn't. You did the right thing. Cool. Thomas Brown, I get to you, sir. I addressed this to Mr. Thomas Brown. I am a fan of yours, sir. You had a chance with Bryce Young. I don't know what the fuck happened in Carolina with that shit. But, sir, you are now auditioning for a head coach job. Please, sir, do the best you can. Stay true to yourself. Caleb Williams, listen to that man. And I hope you do well. To that man right there in the corner in Tacoma, Washington, just say to yourself, once admit, that man, even though his wins and losses only matter true, say to that man's been playing better. And oh, by the way, you keep saying that W, you need the one that's on TV right now? The one that's on TV right now? Are we sure it's him? Are we sure it's not him now?
I'm pretty sure it ain't him. Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
I'm pretty sure it might be Bo Nix or Jay Danes right now.
It better not be. See, this is the thing for me. Bo Nix has played well the last 6 weeks or so. Great. Cool. The first.
He out here cutting Cleveland up tonight.
You know what I'm saying? Now this ain't nothing against Bo Nix. You know, that's quack. That's quack fam. So you know what I'm saying? I fuck with Bo Nix all the way live. But if you want to ask me what I find more impressive, it's definitely Jane Daniels. You know why? First of all, before I even say why, fuck Caleb Williams. Anyway, yeah. So
I knew he was going to say that.
I'm gonna just say, and I say that. I say that for this reason. I think that in 5 or 6, if we're still doing all purpose in 5 or 6 years, I want to revisit this conversation. I mean, mind you, we're gonna have that conversation every football season that this nigga's playing. But like, if we're still all locked in and still rocking 5 or 6 years from now on all purpose, I want to have this conversation again and talk about where they are in their careers at that point. You know what I'm saying? And I've said it before and I'll say it again. I don't think Caleb Williams is trash.
No.
You know what I'm saying? I never said that.
No.
But what I have said is niggas sip the Kool-Aid for all the wrong reasons. Like, if you really paid attention to what he did at USC, it wasn't all that impressive. It really wasn't. That's all I'm saying.
Can we admit something? Can we just finally admit something?
What's that?
Can we all admit one thing?
What's that?
USC ain't all fucking that. They ain't been all fucking that in a very long time.
Oh yeah, USC trash. I don't
and so was Matt Leinart when he was there. It was the Reggie Bush show. So let's keep it hot.
USC ain't been shit in a long fucking time.
They tried the same shit with Matt Leinart. They tried the same thing with Matt Leinart. They pumped him up. They said he was the man. He got to the league. We saw what was up. Caleb Williams is not that. He has enough.
Nobody ever pumped Matt Leinart. Hold up.
They did. Yes, it is.
No, not Matt Leinart.
Yeah, they did.
Not like that now. Not like that.
Totally saying that.
He made it to the league, bro, because they pumped him up. That's the only reason he made it, bro. They wanted him to be in the league, and in his senior year, it should have been all about Reggie Bush. They should never have even been talking about Matt Leinart, bro.
Once again, okay, wait a minute. Nobody was taking Matt Leinart over Vince Young.
No,
nobody.
No,
oh, shit.
No.
Yo, that's just
and the one thing we keep forgetting, and I ain't gonna let y'all shit on this man's name. That's another guy that got too fat for the league, but I'm gonna give him his love. Can somebody please respect Lindell White for all that shit he did at USC?
Yeah, all day. Lindell White was a hammer.
Lindell White, yeah, all the way.
They had the Thunder and Lightning all day. They had the Thunder and Lightning.
Somebody give Lindell White that love.
Yeah, he just got too big. Like you said, he got too big.
Let me tell you something. Matt Leinart is in the College Football Hall of Fame.
Thank you. How, bro?
Yeah. Huh?
Yes.
Why?
That's why I was saying that, Phantom. What? Like, how, bro? How you do that?
Hey,
like, how you do that, bro?
Wayne, you right, bro. Hey, listen, and I said it too. He did have an off game. I think it was like a couple weeks ago. But Caleb Williams has shown improvement every week. Like you can tell, it's something that he ain't seen before that he sees it now. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh shit, I missed this last time. Boom.
Yeah,
I got it. Okay, cool, great.
And I like the way the ball comes out of his hand.
It looks
like
more
like
confident now.
Yeah,
more confident now. More confident now. So yeah, like.
But don't. But wait a minute though. Now we said the gap was Jaden Daniels and everybody else, but now you said how impressive Jaden Daniels has fallen off them last three games until yesterday, right? Till Sunday.
I don't know if I blame that so much on him. But I blame it on the injury. But I mean, I can dig it. Yeah,
that's fair, right? But here's the thing, though. Even I know people say, well, losses either you won or you lost. Mm-hmm. But here's the thing, though. Ever since Kansas City played Denver, since then, I told y'all that blueprint was going to get out there for Kansas City.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Yeah.
The blueprint from Kansas City to Denver. Now, Carolina had a little bit of it, too. Now, the Raiders, I'm sorry, y'all.
We just ain't got the players to do it. But
I was going to say, you got to have the personnel to do what Denver did. Denver's secondary is nasty. You know what I'm saying? If you can.
Our secondary is doo-doo.
Carolina's defense secondary isn't all that, but that blueprint, though, what do I always say? That blueprint, that film don't lie. It never has.
Bro,
yes, sir.
Hey, yo, Jerry Judy out there getting his revenge, bro.
Yeah, like hell. Yeah, he out there getting his
revenge, bro. Jerry Judy, man. I'm so happy for him. I don't know what to do with my life, yo. Like, for real.
That was 70 yards, yo. He just turned around on the 1 yard line.
Just so I can be clear, Matt Leinart was the number 10 pick in the draft the year he was drafted.
Yes, sir. Why you think I said that, bro? It wasn't nothing but the talking heads. It was the talking heads that made
it. But see, here's the thing though. Y'all gotta remember though, they asked questions. Was it Matt Leinart or was it the players around him?
It was the players around him.
They asked that question. That's why he went as low as he went. As low as he went is what they asked was it him or was it players around? They did ask that question.
Yeah, they did.
They did. I'm gonna tell you the funniest thing I've ever seen in an NFL football game. The funniest thing I've ever seen in an NFL football game is Matt Leinart behind center, and Ray Lewis on the other side of the line going in and out. And all of a sudden, you see Matt Leinart go from to. Yo, he took the snap and he almost sacked himself, nigga. I was like,
trying to get out of there.
He don't want to play. He don't want to play.
He running into people's butts like Sanchez.
Woo!
Sanchez.
Hey,
I got my
Sanchez.
That was another one.
I got a funny stat for y'all. The Jets on yesterday officially became the first team since the 1998 Chargers to lose twice in the same season to quarterbacks that they drafted.
You called it, Phantom? You called it, Phantom? It is what it is. You called it, man. You called it about 5 weeks ago. I get it to you. I get the Phantom. He called it about 5 weeks ago. He said Aaron is washed. And I believe it, bro. Just with the eyeball test, dog, it's too many weapons on the team. We can't say it's the team. We can't say it's the coach. We can't say it's none of that no more, yo. I think he washed, bro. You called it, man. You called it, yo.
I didn't quite say washed. I might have said it in a more polite fashion at the time. I think I might have said it in a more polite fashion at the time. But what I did say at the time to make it quick was, for everybody who just joining it, I said quickly, Aaron Rodgers' talent dictates he should be sitting at the table with John Elway, Patrick Mahomes, Tom Brady, Peyton Manning. He should be sitting at that table. But his results and everything else dictate he probably should be sitting at the table with Flacco, Eli Manning,
the second table,
Matthew Stafford. He's gonna be sitting there.
Still a good table. It still got fine china on it. Still a good table. It's got some china on it.
But yeah, he will be sitting at that because
Troy Aikman table. You know.
Troy sits at the big table. Troy sits
How we put Troy at the big? Okay, so let's do the liner thing.
Troy sits at the big table.
Was it Troy or was it the boys? Which one? Because you got the all-time. Yeah, he got the all-time leading running back.
Troy Aikman at the big boy table.
At the big boy table. That's what he's saying. I can't put him there, dog.
Does Montana not sit at the big boy table?
Montana sit at the biggest table.
Yeah,
absolutely.
He go to the big boy table.
It ain't but a few of them at that table though. Him, Tom there. Shit,
Tom
Pat almost there. Pat dragging his chair across the floor.
No, Patrick's there. No, Patrick's already there.
Pat already
Patrick's there now. He's already there now. No, he's there now.
How many MVPs he got? 2.
He got to get one more for me to say it. But yeah,
he got 2.
No.
I'm just telling you what I need. I need him to get one more.
You want? I mean, well, hell, he ain't done. But okay, hypothetically, okay, we go. Yeah, but no, Patrick's sitting there. Okay, you taking Patrick
this year? That's not what I'm saying. Just get one.
Okay, but
it's over. Yeah,
Patrick needs to be sitting at the table over Aaron Rodgers.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Thank you.
Definitely.
If we ain't got that argument,
yeah, definitely.
Bro, on the real.
Hold up.
Go ahead.
Hold up, Pat. Okay, I say Troy's sitting there. Troy is sitting there.
Okay.
I know we don't want to put Troy there, but we have to. Because he suffers from the same thing Joe Montana does. The only difference is, Joe ain't threw no goddamn interceptions in the fucking playoffs, which is fucking beyond me.
Which is crazy,
bro. No
crazy.
Fucking interceptions in the fucking playoffs.
Dog. Crazy stat.
And that motherfucker went undefeated. And most people say, well, Troy went undefeated. He should sit ahead of Tom. So Joe sits there. Where Troy goes in for me is this. Troy ain't Gotti. Troy just did every fucking thing he needed to do and went through and did it in the way he had to do it because he still made. Are we really taking Michael Irvin top 5? Nope.
No.
All time?
Not for me.
No. Everybody already says how we say all time leading rusher, but we all take Barry over Emmett.
Yes.
Unless you're a Cowboy fan.
Yeah. In a full career, Barry Sanders would have been leading rusher in the NFL.
Here's the one thing I will say about Troy, and this is probably we will never see this. We've only seen it in very rare cases. Troy Aikman, sir, may have had the greatest fucking offensive line
ever. Other than the Hogs in Washington, that's it.
He may have had that.
Belong there?
Does Bradshaw belong at the big table?
Yeah. That's a good question. Because everything in me is saying, nah, he probably at the next
table. I say no too because
here's why I will have to cap it. If I can cap it, I guess I'm gonna try to. I guess why I'm gonna cap it for Bradshaw is because what Bradshaw is suffering from what Bill Russell's suffering in a way. Because you got 13 Hall of Fame. You got 13 Hall of Fames on that goddamn with Brad. 13. Well, he had 8 on defense alone.
8 on defense. Yeah.
Alone.
Yeah.
So with that,
I'm a mean Joe Green fan, yo. So this team was
Bradshaw. I want to give Bradshaw that, but I'm like,
I can't do it. You want to give it to him for the sheer amount of rings? You know what I'm saying? Just
that
the sheer amount of titles.
But it's just like, ooh, that's the he's like he might be my one. I'm like, but Aikman, I'm not doing that to you.
Here's the thing for me.
Aikman, I'm not doing that.
Here's the thing that complicates the entirety You know what? I didn't even know this was going to turn into a quarterback conversation, but I'm glad it did because I got some quarterback shit I want to get to too. But the one thing,
I got some quarterback shit to get to.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. We got the biggest troublemaker, monkey wrench in the whole quarterback debate for me ever is forever going to be Dan Marino.
I was going to mention him. Mm-hmm.
He ain't got no rings, but what my eyes saw, you can't tell me they better than him. Their teams may have been better than his.
Yeah,
but they not better than him. Like, get the fuck out of here. That dude was incredible.
But see, Dan Marino was Aaron Rodgers for Aaron Rodgers.
He was a prototype.
I was about to say this.
Yeah, he was a prototype.
Except he couldn't run like Aaron Rodgers. His off platform might not be like Aaron Rodgers, but Dan Marino was Aaron Rodgers for Aaron fucking Rodgers.
And his arm was very clear about as strong as Aaron's arm. Dan Marino threw darts, frozen ropes.
Yeah.
And he could throw it damn near down the whole field, Joe. I watched Dan Marino stand on the 20 and damn near throw it to the 40 of the other side.
But see, what do I always tell you unmakes Dan Marino? There's one man who unmakes Dan Marino.
Coach
John Elway.
Oh, yeah.
John Elway unmakes that whole thing.
Same era.
Because what John Elway did with less, even though he lost and he got a running game and won 2, was trying to go 3, but he said, fuck it. He was in there with John Elway. He was in there with Joe Montana too, but John was at least getting his ass whooped in the Super Bowl.
It was basically the MJ Clyde Drexler disease. They in the same era, arguably kind of the same skill set.
Go Elijah Jordan and whoever we missed. Elijah got his 2 when Jordan was gone.
Yep.
But Elway got his 2 when goddamn he gave his ass a running game. The West Coast system and Mike Shanahan came around and that would just change that. But
Shanahan put that ring on his finger. Yeah.
But Elway though, but you said Elway, bro. Elway was never favored in the Super Bowl until what, 96 to 96? 90, no, not the first one. 97 was the second one, so they were favored that one. The first one, they weren't even favored for that one. Some shit.
97 was the second one. Yeah, 97 was the second one. That's one.
I think it was like. I think it's like 96, 97, 98, like 96, the 2 seasons.
It was either my junior or senior year of high school.
Yeah, it was something like that.
Was about to win their 3rd championship my junior year of high school.
Yeah.
I'm wondering who Malcolm saying got the coolest QB name. I was like, yo.
Who got the coolest QB name?
It's some dope quarterback names too, now that I think about it. We're like, yo, while we talking quarterback shit. Matter of fact, Ev.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, if I may, Ev, allow me to do this. Ladies and gentlemen, coming to the stage right now is a diehard New York sports fan. He's well versed in New York Yankees, New York Giants. He's with a well-supported New York Knicks fan. And he has something to say. Coming to the stage right now to vent his frustrations and talk shit while he's gonna talk shit. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you Evan Almighty.
Constituents, today is a momentous occasion. I've been waiting for this shit for like 3 years. Okay, I just watched a running back that we let go jump backwards over a motherfucker. Okay, about 3 weeks ago. All right, this the same dude that we wouldn't pay, that we gave his money to a dude that we just released. We put him on the bench, then we released him. Daniel Jones, I know you're gonna go somewhere else and you're gonna turn into a great quarterback because you got all the skill set. You got it. It's all there, but you were never meant to play in New York. I don't wish a man not to have a job, but you weren't supposed to be in New York with us. I would have preferred Tyrod Taylor stayed there. We didn't have to pay him a premium. We could have had Tyrod Taylor and Saquon Barkley in the same backfield. Okay, great. We don't have that anymore. But thank you very much, management, for going ahead and understanding that it was a failed experiment. I hope we don't win too many more games this year. And I like winning football games. Throw all these shits, okay? All of them. Put practice squad on the field because we want Shador. Give us Shador, give us some excitement, and don't mess it up, Okay, thank you. No, don't send him to Las Vegas. He needs to come to New York and bring your daddy. Okay, we want you and your daddy to come to New York. But that's it. I'm happy. Thank you. New York's happy. Daniel, I hope you do great things, bro, and enjoy that bread because we're gonna be paying you for a long time. So enjoy the bread.
Take the money. Take the money.
Take the money and run, man.
Now,
sidebar.
Okay.
Sidebar. He would end up in Minnesota with Kevin O'Connell, though.
Yeah.
Ain't that about a bitch?
Yeah.
Now imagine.
What we say last
imagine
time,
this.
I tell you, he gonna go somewhere and turn into what he was supposed to be.
Imagine this. Let me get this straight. You got imagine this is just funny as hell to me. Sam Darnold, Daniel Jones, and a young JJ McCarthy, all sitting on your roster. One of them ain't got to play because he can just get fully healthy. That's JJ McCarthy.
Yes.
Daniel Jones is younger and more athletic, and Sam Darnold is, if whatever he does is like, can you imagine this? Who the hell would have thought this shit was ever gonna happen?
Daniel Jones pissed because people keep telling him to go play tight end, and the crazy part is that he could play it.
He don't need to play tight end.
Ass dude.
Yeah.
He clumsy as fuck though.
Mm-hmm.
You just had to get his steps right. He ain't never trained to be a ball carrier. You just had to get his steps right.
It's the same reason why Tim Tebow couldn't become a tight end.
Couldn't do it.
He should have been able to do it. You waited too long.
He didn't need to be a tight end. All he needed, you know what he needed to be? Tim Tebow needed to be Kyle Juszczyk, Taysom Hill. Yeah. There you go.
Yep.
I can do it.
That's what he needed to be.
I never was a fan, so I don't know. Whatever.
I was, man. I liked him, man. I like Tim Tebow, man. He was all right with me, yo. He played hard.
But
he didn't have all the talent in the world, but I like dude like Tyler Hansbrough. He didn't have all the talent in the world, but Psycho T was the man, bro.
True indeed. Yo, we gotta put it in perspective here. So far this season, Aaron Rodgers, 262 of 419, 62.5% completion percentage, 2,100 and some change. 2,600 and some change passing yards, 6.3 yards per completion, 6.3 yards per completion. With Garrett Wilson, Devontae Adams, Alan Lazard, and Breece Hall, all on the unit. And what's the tight end, bro? I keep forgetting the tight end name. Fuck. Anyway, doesn't matter. But that's not even a first down per pass completion. 19 touchdowns, 8 interceptions, 87.5 QB rating. This is Aaron Rodgers, 4-time MVP. Aaron Rodgers. Mr. I came back really, really fast from this Achilles injury. Aaron Rodgers, maybe you shouldn't have been trying to do that. Maybe you should have been trying to make sure that you can still do the thing that you needed to do once that thing healed. Because right now, it doesn't look like you can do it. By comparison, his last MVP season, which was 2021.
Not too long ago.
We ain't talking.
Not too long ago.
You know what I'm saying? We ain't talking a decade.
Fellas, Zach Wilson and Robert Saleh doing this right here.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Y'all say it was up.
We got burned at the stake because of this witch.
They're both sitting here looking like.
I mean, but hell, how many coaches in the NBA can say that because of LeBron James? Stars do that.
No. We all thought David Black shouldn't have been there. So we gonna leave him out of that equation.
That's true. That's fair.
He shouldn't have been there. But we all had faith in Robert Saleh because we liked the way he was in San Francisco. We like Robert Saleh as a coach. I think I can speak for all of us. We like Robert Saleh.
I like Robert Saleh, the man, not even necessarily the coach. You know, sometimes
he's a damn
some
good
men
coach.
are just good men. Yeah.
It's just coincidental he ended up in Green Bay as a consultant. Like, all right, motherfuckers.
Right?
Hey man,
right.
you can't tell me it ain't some man. Come on, you can't tell me it ain't some other shit going on. Like,
gotta be
the connections anyway.
But bro, here's the thing though. Here's the funny thing. We can touch this later on a little deeper because I think it should be. I think somewhere this should be in the CBA or something. How the fuck can coaches get fired and go to where they want to go? Consultant, in season consultant. They do this shit it's like. How the fuck do coaches do that shit the way they do it? Like, and literally,
sometimes inside of conference, inside of division, with the knowledge that they just took from this team.
Man,
that's why they put the consultant role on them. You're not a coach, you're a consultant. Right. I'm like, yo, you mean to tell me? It's just like, what was the shit? I'm sorry to bring up a dirty wound. Sorry, Seth, I'm bringing up a dirty wound. It's like when Gruden left Raiders and went to Tampa. And it was like he knew every fucking thing and everybody. He knew every fucking thing they was gonna do. Literally, that shit has been happening.
That was dumb. That was crazy, bro. That was crazy. He knew every play they run. He knew every tendency they had. It was fixed from the start. Yo, that was crazy.
I was looking at the TV the whole time like this.
It's like, why the fuck do coaches get to do that shit without a waiting period, a grace period, wait till fucking next year type of shit? Because I'm like, these motherfuckers on the low been doing this shit for fucking decades.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's a great question, man. But
and players don't get to do that shit.
Mm-mm.
You got to clear waivers and all this other bullshit. Go have a physical and I mean, granted, some of that shit I understand because they need to make sure that your shit is in check. But
is it because of the?
It ain't fair.
I mean, I know the coaches make a lot of money. Is it because of the bread that the athletes make? Is it the money maybe that slows down the process or make them have to? That's a lot of money you talking with some of the athletes. So coaches.
Well, that's a bigger. You're making it. You're arguing a bigger issue with the players. You're arguing a bigger issue because of the CBA.
Yeah,
and, the players union, like the football players union, is probably one of the worst. It's damn near the worst union in professional sports because motherfuckers, there's too many. It's too many players, and the low-level players are going to play, and the mid-level players, saying can sit, and then the high-level players don't give a fuck. We can do what we do, but the NFL going to play with scabs. Especially you got XFL, UFL, all that shit going on now, especially now.
Yeah.
It's just one of them. The worst, like I say, that's the worst union in sports because the NBA is number one. NBA and baseball are number one and number two. Give or take.
NBA don't play around.
That's more of that's a players union thing for me with the players, but there needs to be something in there for that shit. I'm like, coaches do that shit. Low key coaches do that shit. They go right past your ESPN ticker or your NFL news ticker, and you never even paid no fucking attention until either they get close to winning the championship, or it's like they play a certain team and it's like, oh, that motherfucker, yeah, he told you everything you need to know.
Shit, man,
that's how I felt about Spags, man.
About who?
Coach Spagnuolo.
Oh yeah, no doubt, absolutely.
Homie go everywhere to every team, learn every scheme. He see everything pop up everywhere. Yeah, there ain't no brainer that wherever he go, he gonna get some dubs because he been everywhere, yo.
Yeah, I know how
to
get
that. But Spags is unique. He's unique in the fact that Spags was with the Giants when y'all won. Then he, tried to be a head coach, and then he just got in the most perfect situations. He got Andy Reid. Andy Reid just said, "Fuck it, you do you. I got this right here." Spags,
do your thing.
And nobody. And what's crazy is Spags his name hasn't come up as a head coaching candidate.
I didn't go nowhere neither, bro. I'm just collecting hardware at this point.
Yeah,
his name hasn't come up as shit. He just literally content, just like shit. I'm good.
Yo, you know what ain't good? I'm gonna tell you something that ain't good. I ain't gonna say it ain't good. I kind of feel bad for Joe Burrow, man.
Yeah.
Joe Burrow, man, hey, listen, dog. I don't ever want anybody to get it confused because I have my own personal ranking of quarterbacks because of the way I like to see a quarterback play. Don't ever get it fucked up or confused. Joe Burrow is an absolute monster. And I know that from the bottom of my heart. But he has a very strange distinction that he's reached very recently with the Bengals going 0-3 the last 3 games with him going over 300 yards for 3 touchdowns in each one of those games. And it's even wilder because for the season in the NFL, teams that score more than 38 points are 22-2. That they scored 38 points or more, they're 22-2. The Bengals are 1-2. So the only 2 losses in the whole league when scoring at least 38 points is the Bengals. Man, he's clearly playing his ass. I mean, I don't know what else. You know what I'm saying? There really ain't nothing else he can do at this point.
It is. It is.
I mean, there is, but I'm just saying, like.
But his turnovers.
They are, yeah. They back like second, not second. Was that his 3rd year? No, second year. Might have been second year. He went through a spell where it was kind of crazy, and I was like, ugh.
But his turnovers, dog, and B, you can point to the flashpoint moment. It was like that. It was like that Washington versus Cincinnati game,
mm-hmm.
And they kept getting in the red zone, kept kicking field goals, and then it was just like Jay Daniels kept scoring, and then the Cincinnati Ravens game, when it was like Evan McPherson missed the field goal.
But
his turnover kind of caused that. So with Joe Burrow, dog, I think he's cursed for being in Cincinnati. Despite his talent, he's cursed for being in Cincinnati. Because what was it? Mike Brown is the owner.
Oh shit! Yeah, you're right.
Then this year, dog, T. Higgins might be gone. At the end of the year, T. Higgins is gone possibly, and who else?
Ooh.
T. Higgins and another receiver gone this year because you ain't paid T. Higgins, so
nope, he out of there.
It's possible, man. Cincinnati. It's possible, dog. I think Cincinnati might go through. I guess the name that keeps getting brought up is like Peyton Manning, but I'm like,
because he already been the one and didn't win it.
Well, not that, but I'm just like, Jim Irsay ain't Mike Brown.
Nah, not at all. Not at all.
Jim Irsay spent to help Peyton, but all defense wasn't shit for a couple years until it was, and then. But he's in Cincinnati under the Mike Brown. So what the fuck do you do with Joe Burrow, dog?
Man, at this juncture, the biggest thing in the world that I can think that they could probably do, they need to. Yep, man. Look, Wizard. Thank you, bro. Thank you. Yeah, I keep thinking Carson Palmer every time I look at Joe Burrow because I know what Carson Palmer was supposed to do. And I was like, bro, just being in Cincinnati was bad news already. And then the injury, I hope that Joe don't stay there long enough for that to happen to him, and then he got to go somewhere else and try to revive himself. How long the contract he signed was? What, 4 or 5 years?
5 years. 5 years. Hold up, I got to shout out some more people I ain't know was in the chat. I got Famo from Chicago, my Vegas homegirl. Chief, what's up with y'all? All right, keep moving.
Hey, in the building. Appreciate y'all.
Appreciate y'all.
See, we be on here wilding. Come check us out.
We be here wilding, you know. But yeah, so I mean, I do. I think Carson Palmer. Every time I look at him, I think to myself every time, I sincerely hope that he gets out of Cincinnati before it's too late. If they show and prove that they're not gonna. First and foremost, I'm gonna tell you something. And I mean this from the bottom of my heart. And this is no disrespect to anybody else that left the Cincinnati Bengals after last season. But when you saw Joe Mixon go walk out the door, you should have known something was up.
That was it. Yeah.
Joe, I know you wanted your money, but you should have known something was up when you saw that. Whoa, hold up. He leaving, and you gonna let T-Boy walk out the door? Tyler Boyd walk out the door?
Yeah, Boyd walked out too. So,
you know what I'm saying?
That's the thing. But that's the thing.
Leave.
But you know what though? But here's the thing though. And this is one thing that we were talking, but we touched on a little bit earlier though, right? Touched on a few times. Is NFL free agency becoming close to NBA free agency? The way the trade deadline is moving now, could that be possible to what that's going to happen? When you talk about a Joe Burrow staying in Cincinnati, what's that going to look like now? I don't think Joe Burrow's going to force his way out. I don't.
Nah, I don't see him doing it.
I think T. Higgins is gone. Tyler Boyd is obviously gone. Jamar Chase will be that guy, and then they're going to have to figure out a way to draft. I mean, Joe Burrow fell in your lap just because you were sorry as fuck, and he had a hell of a season with LSU. I mean, let's be real. But the offensive line has solidified itself, and you have other teams keep getting better. Like, okay, even though Houston right now is sitting at a not as good CJ Stroud, maybe possibly sophomore slump, but players are coming to Houston. The poll about players want to go to Washington to play with Jaden Daniels.
People excited about what's happening there. That's why.
Exactly. So
I'd say one thing about Joe Burrow, bro. If homie get hurt one more time, he ain't staying in Houston. I mean, in Cincinnati for the rest of his career.
Oh yeah, nah.
If he get hurt one more time is all it's going to take. We've seen a slight decline in his play. He's still a stud, but we're seeing a slight decline in his play because of the injury. And like Phantom said, the offensive line basically moving out the way and just sending the boy on a wild goose chase every single time we drop back to throw the ball. It's just not a good place for him right now. I love to see him get out of there. I respect him. But on the flip side of that, I'm very happy to see Russell Wilson playing like he's playing in Pittsburgh right now. He looked good out there. Your boy looked good. It wasn't anything I could critique about the game. Team looked good. They look strong, out there. Hey, big up to Russell, man. They tried to clown your boy after last year. That is a Super Bowl, winning quarterback, yo. They tried to clown him, and he wasn't no sucker last year.
Not at all. Not at all.
What are you picking? What are you okay? Because based off that game, playing Cincinnati's defense ain't a barometer for shit right now. Because he had like 227 yards or like yards after catch, 225, something like that, yards after catch, which is the most in his career he's ever had. But okay, well, let's just ask this question then. Mm-hmm. The hierarchy in the AFC is what? Bills. Bills. Right now we say Bills, Chiefs, Ravens, Pittsburgh. The Chargers will be in the playoffs right now.
Yeah, I put the Chargers at 5.
Actually, the KC, the Chargers, and Denver would all be in the playoffs if it started right.
Yeah,
Denver's in the playoffs right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So the AFC West, who I said before the season started was going to be crazy, got 3 teams.
They're going to get 3 teams.
I was right for a whole reason that I didn't think I was going to be right for, but yeah, good shit.
With San Fran not being one of them, San Fran not being there, that which is weird.
That's the NFC West. That's the NFC.
I mean, that's what I mean with San Francisco not being in the mix this year. It's weird. This is just a weird year, bro.
Yeah, this is very strange.
But see, the NFC West, the NFC West though, we got to do it. NFC West though, look at it like this. Who the hell when the season thought the Cardinals would be a blue collar go get them team? Who the fuck thought that?
Very true. Yeah,
I did. I wouldn't have picked them to be that. You couldn't see it coming.
I see it.
Yeah. Who would have thought? Like, think about this, and I even use the Raiders as an example. I use them, motherfucker. Y'all ain't the worst team, even though Antonio Pierce said that shit, but I know why he said it. Y'all ain't the motherfucker worst team in the NFL.
Nope.
Hey, it's 3 teams with the same record.
No, I'm just saying. No. I'm just saying it. Y'all, Vegas Raiders ain't worse team because y'all motherfuckers still playing like y'all got something to play and y'all got pride.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna to stop doing that. Like, what the fuck y'all doing?
Oh, y'all trying to pull the Giants? That's what I'm telling the Giants to do. Have no pride.
Yeah, y'all too trying to pull the Giants.
New York.
Nothing happening. Just go ahead and cruise on to the end.
Cruise, baby.
Well, I'm the only one telling my team right now. Fuck it. Here, I got my quarterback. I'm gonna stick with my quarterback for the time being. Let's get the young boys weapons.
And to Bryce's defense, bro. To Bryce's defense, he still ain't got it all the way, together. But he looks a lot better, bro. He's owed an apology from some people. He looks a lot better.
Absolutely. He looks like he's finally decided to say, you know what? I know what I'm doing. Let me stop playing.
I can do this. I can do this.
I've been doing this shit for years. Let me stop playing.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? I play football.
But that goes back to coaching, y'all. That goes back to organizational structure, coaching. That goes back to all that shit, man.
You gotta have a level
if you don't
want to do like that, yeah, I feel you. Yeah.
Yeah, but if you ain't got that motherfucking force multiplier, fucking freak of nature type of motherfucker that got down behind center type of shit, then yeah, man, you have to develop these motherfuckers.
Coach him up.
Yeah, it's just what it is.
You're gonna have to. You got no choice.
I mean, some organizations just hold up. Wait a minute. I got to pause. I got an audible. I need an audible. T.O. Toast, 20 seconds. You've been hard on somebody, and a play yesterday happened and put him out the game. You've been hard on Trevor Lawrence.
You just read my mind, bro. I was just getting ready to be like, yo, Trevor Lawrence, I hope you all right, man. Like, for real. That was, wow. I was like, God damn. Yo, I've been very critical of your play this season, but I don't wish that on nobody.
I don't wish that on nobody.
You got your bell wrong, yo. Like,
well, not the play. I mean, the play was fucked up because he led with his forearm with the brakes on. Not the play. But now I'm asking this question. What's the button? Mac Brown is the backup.
Mac Jones.
Mac Jones.
Yeah. Mac Jones is the backup. You've been hard on Trevor Lawrence.
Right.
What you thinking?
I think that they're going to be even worse without Trevor Lawrence.
No, not that part. I'm talking about you think it should put Trevor Lawrence on the market.
I do, actually.
I do.
And I think that it would be best for both of them. I think it would be best for him and for the Jags. I think it might be an opportunity for him to go somewhere where and possibly go somewhere where you don't have to start right away. You know what I'm saying? Give yourself a chance to get there, adapt, grow a little bit. To me, he still looks too much like the guy that graduated from Clemson.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He still
Trevor Lawrence looks like Marcus Mariota to me.
Yeah,
always has.
It shouldn't look like that. You know what I'm saying? Because I think from what I saw in college, yeah, Mariota was cool, but like just what I thought would translate to the pros, I was like, well, I think Trevor Lawrence might be decent. He might be all right. You know what I'm saying? Oh man, it was a
dirty hit. That was dirty hit.
Yeah, clearly it was dirty hit.
I apologize for it, but like that ain't going
I don't undo the shit.
Right.
But does that open? But see, here's the thing, though. That's what I'm asking. Does that now open the door? Because see, we all think Doug Peterson probably is out. So does that open a new regime door to say, shit? All right,
we're gonna start all the way up. Yeah,
they're gonna clean house.
And we're gonna go ahead and try to see what we can get for Trevor Lawrence, and we can use Mac Brown. Mac Brown's gone from UNC. Yeah. Mac Jones, because he went through that Belichick shit with Aaron Judge. That bullshit. Patricia. That
Matt Patricia and all that.
That fuck shit. So now what we're saying is like, could we go ahead and get Trevor Lawrence? Would you take? Okay, let me ask you this question. As a Raiders fan, would you take Trevor Lawrence?
No. Trevor Lawrence ain't a Raider, yo. Like it really ain't got nothing to do with his level of talent. I think he's a talented guy, but he ain't no Raider. Nah.
No, he's Ken Stabler 2.0.
Nah, he ain't no Raider, yo. He can go somewhere else though. It's cool.
I'll take him in New York.
Thrive, just not in silver and black, yo. We got other things to do. It's cool.
He's Ken Stabler. He's a surfer boy dude on the West Coast.
Yeah, it's cool. Yeah, he can do that. Like, you know what I'm saying? There's some other people that's probably looking like, yo, the Seahawks probably like, Gino probably run out of gas. Let's get somebody. But, you know, I'm just saying, yeah.
Seahawks might not be a bad place for him to go.
Yeah, you go somewhere.
Would you take Trevor Lawrence in New York?
Yeah, I'll take him.
On the Brian Daboll?
On the Daboll.
I can see that.
Yeah, I'll take him on the Daboll. He is Marcus Mariota, Daniel Jones, who's your other boy? Took a knee, Colin Kaepernick. Same type of quarterback. Big, tall, long wind up quarterbacks that are more apt to take off under duress than anything else. And all of those names I mentioned never developed into a quarterback. All of them, none of them. That was the same prototype of quarterback.
Because Trevor Lawrence is unique in this, and I've always thought about it in this way. Trevor Lawrence is unique because, first off, you are superseding Deshaun Watson at Clemson, and you handled that very well. and then you slowly but surely evolved in that. The problem I had with Trevor Lawrence is he was so young with so much hype to our other point that it was like you send him to Jacksonville. Jacksonville has not been a stable organization. And you throw Urban Meyer's monkey ass bullshit in there, and it was just like.
I think that's what did him, dog. I think that little period, right there, the Urban Meyer period, it stunted his growth. Like that ain't what he needed. He was a stud at Clemson. At Clemson, he was a stud. But we see when you don't go to the right place, bro. We see how it turned out, man.
Absolutely. Yeah.
And Wizzle, to your point, you're making. Wizzle, to your point about the Bears and organizational. This is what I'm talking about when we talk about Trevor Lawrence and the Bears and everything like that. To his point, I'm also using that also as putting these players in positions. And has Trevor Lawrence just been shot? They ain't like, what is this? This NFL coaching. I'll leave it to the Hall of Famers and the pro. NFL coaching has become shit because 7-on-7 money, everything else is like, all right. And then you get the players that want to be coached, and the ones that may not be as tall or big and strong that have to develop is like the athletic freak quarterbacks is not even developing that way. I'll say you take Trevor Lawrence in New York. Sev, you say no.
No, I'm cool.
Who you want to be?
I just take him because I coach. That's all, man. Just I coach is the only reason I take him.
You know what's crazy? You know who I actually wanted to be our quarterback, and I was like, after this year, we probably could get him. I kind of want Jameis Winston. Yeah.
Whoever that boy is.
There's a reason for this, too. We've gone along, and we've got running backs on our team. We can run the ball. No question that. We can do it. We got the running backs to do it with. The problem is we got goofballs playing wide receiver. So we got a gangster. We got two gangsters at tight end.
That's true.
But we got goofballs playing wide receiver. So, bang. What you do? Go get some wide receivers. Go get some wide receivers that can do what? We the Raiders. Go get wide receivers that can run. Now, you need your intermediate guys too, but go get some niggas that can run. And then go get a quarterback that you know can get it there. And he can get it there. No questions asked. I've seen enough to believe that his whatever was causing all the turnovers previously, he don't do that no more. He's a lot smarter with the football now. He don't turn the ball over. Don't get me wrong. He'll still take a gamble. Be a quarterback. You kind of want that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. I fuck with Jameis heavy, man.
Put in the call. You know what? Since you said that, put in the call to the Miami Dolphins organization. Draft you a young speedster, and then call the LSU, old LSU brothers, and say, "Hey Odell, hey Jarvis, how y'all feel?
Oh shit.
Hey Odell, hey Jarvis, y'all want to come to Oakland? I mean Vegas. I'm sorry. You want to come to Vegas?
Yeah, come to Vegas.
Oh man.
Same thing. Damn Rams did to win the fucking championship. Yo, Odell. You got one. You got a game in. You got a couple games.
I got another TO. We ain't get here yet. I got another TO. Another audible. Damn, I'm throwing audibles all day.
Oh shit. He said.
Ravens.
Oh man.
Ravens Eagles, y'all.
Yeah.
We're gonna have to have this conversation about the Ravens, y'all.
That was a good game. Yeah. Okay, real quick before we do that, I just want to say salute to Cooper Kupp. You set the record for the most receptions in 100 games, 625. Broke the record set by Keenan Allen. Congratulations. Jamal Adams.
He's from Whiteconda. Salute Whiteconda. One of the Whiteconda brothers.
For sure.
We always give Whiteconda. If y'all don't know, we give Whiteconda a little love on the podcast.
No doubt. Absolutely. Jamal Adams signed with the Detroit Lions practice squad.
Ooh. You went there. Thank you.
Yeah.
You took me there.
Yeah. So that's gonna get interesting.
Bruh.
Yeah, I didn't know. Jamal Adams is different, yo. And he actually, in the limited time that he's had an opportunity to play, that he's played this year, he looked kind of like him. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm fine. I just don't want to. This ain't it right here, yo. Like, can I leave?
Yo,
can I go? He was like, yeah, go ahead, man, go ahead.
Bruh, I'm glad I was going to the Ravens, but you took me right to that Jamal Adams thing. Thank you, because that Jamal Adams thing, dog. You know what that's for, right? You know who that's solely for. That's for two sole people: Saquon Barkley, Derrick Henry.
Absolutely.
Aaron Glenn ain't leaving no. Look here, Jamal Adams. Look here, Jamal Adams can cover some out of the backfield. Jamal Adams can cover your number 2, 3 tight end. He ain't covering the elite, but I don't need him for that. Jamal Adams, get your ass in the nickel. Bring your ass in that box. Now go seek and destroy. With whatever you got left, seek and destroy. And you went to Dan Campbell and Aaron Glenn.
Hey, honey.
Your boy Jerry Jeudy got 219 yards, bro.
Yes, sir. And they up
28.
And they up by 1.
And they up by 1. He averaging 28 yards a damn catch, bro.
Who throwing the balls to him?
Jameis Winston.
Come to fucking Vegas, man. Stop playing.
Oh, dog,
I gave it to him. He threw one pick tonight, but Jameis has looked good. I've been watching the game the entire time, man, and his decision making, he know where the ball is going when he throws it downfield. He catching people in stride. It like damn Sam Darnold. He looks like a real fucking quarterback all of a sudden. It's just crazy.
Ev been on it more. I'm usually on it more than Ev, but I'm usually ahead of Ev, but Ev catching me, and I'm trying to catch it in, but I'm still trying to do this too. But yeah, they balling.
Lorenzo said, "How
they
about
balling, bro?"
Man, look, I think the Eagles beating Baltimore says something about both of them. Actually,
it does.
The Eagles beat them with Devontae Smith sitting on the sideline, which is they second deadliest offensive. You know what I'm saying? With third deadliest offensive weapon. You know what I'm saying? And more importantly than that, I think what happened yesterday was there's some degree of mortality that the Baltimore Ravens had that people kept trying to ignore, even when they lost. Oh no, that's cool. It's just that no. Did you see what happened? Did you see what happened? Is what the problem is. It's not that they lost the game; it's how they lost the game. That's the problem. You know what I'm saying? And what that's going to mean when the playoffs come, even more when the intensity turns up, and if you don't have the advantage, how are you gonna? I don't know.
But wait a minute. Wait. I believe that Eagles-Ravens game. I believe that game is two separate things. If I may, it's two separate things to me. You know why? Because the Eagles, ladies and gentlemen, draft experts, Jalen Carter should have went in the first 2 picks. The motherfucker was legit in fucking Georgia, and you're seeing it for the Eagles.
Yes.
The fact that the Eagles got Jalen Carter and them 2 cornerbacks and the rookie nickel cornerback, that's a rookie. Yeah. No. They ain't gonna see all that. The Detroit line, this is the Philadelphia Eagles defensive line is like probably the best in football right now.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Probably the best right now. So now what's gonna happen in the NFC is this. You gotta see Detroit's offensive line versus Philadelphia's defensive line. We'll wait to see on that one. But for the Eagles, for Baltimore though, dog, here's the thing I got with Baltimore. Baltimore has done something they haven't done in a very long time, but they've been doing it for the Lamar Jackson era though. We're starting to question Baltimore's defense.
True indeed.
More and more.
True indeed.
They're doing it in a way that Baltimore has traditionally never done it. They spent all their bread on the defense for years. Their bread was on the defense. They went and stocked that defense. Yeah. They've spent a few years now trying to help Lamar on the offensive side, going and trying stuff, grabbing weapons, paying people to stand him up right because Lamar been getting hurt. That's legit. You know, it was a legit problem over there. He was getting hurt a lot. Now that you put the money on the offensive side of the ball, now we see that the defensive side of the ball ain't looking right. And to Phantom's point, if they're not ahead in the game, they're gonna lose. We see it. We see it because the defense ain't gonna hold you below 20 points. They don't have that kind of defense no more.
They definitely.
And the thing about it is, I don't want to put it all on the young defensive coordinator. I don't want to do that because he's young, and but he's also young, but he's also in a situation. He's also in a situation where this is a Super Bowl contending team.
Oh yeah,
got thoroughbreds out there.
Yeah, but my thing with that Eagles game, dog, is the Eagles because they went down. What the Eagles had? The Eagles went down by 9,
10, almost 10 points. Yep.
By 9, and they just walked them down, and Saquon just.
It's because you have fucking Saquon Barkley back there, bro.
Okay, you stop being so emotional, okay? Because you're gonna say that name every time, and you're gonna get your emotions come out. But
it's so true, though.
Yeah, he jumps backwards over people, Phantom. He jumps backwards over people in a live NFL football game, dog. Come on, and you let him walk.
That is correct.
But here's the thing, though. I'm asking y'all, though. We're now asking which Ravens team is going to show up, and we're also asking, can Philly sustain? And then the third question is, Saquon Barkley, MVP, but
yes,
he needs 2105, 2106. So those 3 questions we're asking.
I think
you can go whichever one you want to go, but yeah.
They are talking about Saquon possibly breaking the rushing record. So
that's why I say 2105.
Yeah.
2106.
I mean, I don't think he got to break the rushing record to win MVP. I
don't think he don't.
Close he would. I think if he gets close, he'll win. And here's why. Who's his closest competition for? Wait. Hold on. Except for Josh Allen. Never mind.
Thank you.
That's crazy.
Offensive player of the year.
Bro, Josh Allen was literally the first quarterback since the merger of the AFL and the NFL to run, pass, and receive a touchdown all in the same game. Crazy.
But we've been saying this about the Buffalo Bills for the last how many weeks? It can't be the Josh Allen show because eventually Josh Allen gonna Josh Allen. At some point during the game, it's gonna happen.
But here's the problem. It hasn't. You know why? Because he's only had 2 turnovers, 2 interceptions. He cut down all his interceptions, and James Cook has been a motherfucker.
James Cook has been great.
And he lost everything. He lost is what puts him in the MVP conversation. So I say that juxtaposed to Saquon Barkley. Does Saquon have to go 2106, 2107? Because 2105 is Eric Dickerson's record. Yes. Adrian Peterson is behind that by 9 yards or 8 yards.
It's not much. Yeah, it ain't much.
Adrian Peterson is behind that. But Adrian Peterson, the reason why he got the co-MVP is what? He had to tear up his whole fucking knee, and then they split it with him and Peyton Manning.
Yep. Yeah, that's an asterisk in itself, whatever. But we gonna let.
And then Christian McCaffrey had to break the all-purpose yards record to get offensive player of the year. So Saquon is up against that. I don't agree with it, but I'm just saying there needs to be a quarterback award.
If he break the rushing record,
because
if he break the rushing record,
they lean too heavy towards quarterbacks. If he break the rushing record, they got to give it to him. But
they got to give it to him, bro.
Just from watching what he's meant to that team, he shouldn't have to. You know what I'm saying? But the reality is, because of the way shit's set up, he's gonna have to. It is what it is. Oh man.
Now hold up. While we saying that though, regular season is notwithstanding, but the Eagles. Okay, we're gonna say it like this right here. We think the Eagles. Okay, in the NFC, we think Eagles, Detroit right now, NFC Championship. All things being equal, we're thinking that.
More or less, yeah,
more or less. Eagles, Detroit, NFC Championship. Now that asks the question:
Eagles, Detroit. My sneaky team and quarterback is still your boy. Is Tampa Bay. There's something about that team. They just beat people when they supposed to.
Nope, I don't believe that because the Carolina gave it to them. Because Carolina don't miss 3 field goals and they red zone, they lose that game. So that's Carolina's fault for losing that game.
Okay.
No, my sneaky one actually is the Packers and Jordan Love.
I was about to say Green Bay.
Because
okay.
Green Bay, number one, Lambeau Field is his own home field advantage unto itself. But Jordan Love, the way he plays, and Josh Jacobs and their run game and their defense is takeaway, like top 10 in takeaways.
Mm-hmm.
Green Bay is sneaky. Green Bay is very sneaky because
Green Bay, right? Yeah, you right. Green Bay.
Jordan Love can get there in there.
Just go to tell you,
but
how much niggas don't pay attention.
But see, here's the thing. Ultimately, right now, we're in the end of week 13. This is the last game, week 13, right now.
Yeah.
So where everybody stands right now. But if we're just picking it right now, it's like, okay, we know the Eagles and Vic Fangio got a hell of a defensive line, and we know Detroit and Dan Campbell got a fucking hell of an offensive line. That's old school football to its blood. The question is, Saquon Barkley versus David Montgomery and I just blanked on Jameer Gibbs.
Yeah.
Devontae Adams, AJ Brown versus Amon-Ra St. Brown and young brother who got in trouble. And Dan, who do you trust? Okay, wait a minute. Do you trust Dan Campbell over Nick Sirianni? I think we all trust Dan Campbell over Nick Sirianni. Except for last year in the championship game, we trust Dan Campbell more.
I mean, you know what? I probably do. I think, like, at the end of the day, you know, and I'm gonna tell you how perfect this is. I'm gonna tell you how perfect this is because I gotta get ready to blaze in like 5 minutes. But this Thursday, we got Green Bay at Detroit. Oh, it's about to go down. Now, I will say this. I personally think that the Detroit Lions are going to and I hate to say it, I think they're gonna lay an egg at the wrong moment. And I hate to think that way, but I just got a feeling that it's a game that ain't like nothing else we seen them do this year that they're gonna fuck around and do at the wrong time. You know what I'm saying? It's too many, It's a lot of stuff happening with that team that's in the positive that if you put those things in a vacuum, I can't see them happening. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I don't know. I think it's gonna be interesting to see how this plays out, honestly. The Detroit Lions, the Green Bay Packers, the Minnesota Vikings.
We got a doubleheader?
No. I'm just saying. Green Bay and Detroit, but that division has 3 teams.
Yeah, they're getting 3 in.
Yeah. Oh, you know what I'm saying? So the NFC North is something. Yeah, they get it in.
It's just a flip, like we kept saying, man. The season is crazy because usually the NFC East gets 2 or 3 teams in.
Absolutely.
But not anymore. You know what I'm saying? It's all flipped now. So, you know.
They could still get 2.
No, they're not.
Washington.
They could still get 2. Washington's not mathematically eliminated yet.
Yeah,
Washington get 2 in, but the NFC East don't get 3. But the NFC North could get. Actually, the NFC North could possibly get all 4 in. Maybe
all 4 of their teams in the playoffs.
Mathematically.
Yep. Yeah. I saw that yesterday on TV.
Because the only teams that are eliminated are New England, us, and the Giants. We're the only ones that are absolutely out of the picture.
Mathematically out of the picture right now.
Yeah. So that's crazy. So let's see. Evan
Cleveland is 3-8. Yep.
Green Bay Packers at Detroit Lions Thursday night. Who you got, brother?
Shit. I'm gonna take. Give me Green Bay, man.
Green Bay. Okay.
Give me the away team, man. Give me Green Bay.
Okay.
We're gonna see what Jordan Love made of, man. It's the time to win a game right now.
Oh shoot. Okay. You got Green Bay winning at Detroit. Okay. That's what's up. Let me I think that'll work right there. All right.
Go get you one, Jordan. Go get you one.
He might need to. It's
the
going
one to get.
to turn into Jordan Love versus Jared Goff. It's going to get very interesting.
Mm-hmm.
I'm very interested to see.
Go get you one, boy.
Absolutely. Oh shoot! Hey man, it's gonna be some games this week. Oh, before you even go, Phantom.
No, you're going before me.
C-Mac and Mason, man, I hate that for y'all. They're going on. Y'all, the San Francisco season is done. Let's just call it what it is. It's over.
Yeah, that's why I knew it.
It's over. So, yeah, but yo, salute to them, man. Salute to Taysom Hill. I think he tore his ACL or something like that. Man, it's terrible. It's terrible. Nah, man, you going first. Green Bay, Detroit.
No. Okay, I'm going Detroit. I think Jamal Adams even plays.
You think he gonna play?
I think so.
Man. Green Bay.
It's in Detroit. It's in Detroit.
At Detroit. Green Bay at Detroit. Green Bay at Detroit. Okay, so you got. Oh shoot. You got Detroit.
And I fucked off my pick, so I don't know where I fucked off my pick, so I don't even know where I stand.
We just gonna scratch last week. Period. We'll pick it up from right now. So okay, I'm gonna go. You know what? I'm gonna go Green Bay. No doubt. All right.
I wanted to.
I like their receivers. I like their young receivers. I like them. I like them. And they got my guy over there. You need to come back home, Josh. Come back home, Josh. Anyway, yo, thank y'all hey, all the new people that came, y'all first time being here, thank y'all so much for joining us. On behalf
of you.
Salute the Pretty Kingz, salute the Echo Limitless, salute to the whole Panther Politics family, Edomat Assassin, Mojo Bones, Monster Illicit. Of course, you know who we are, All Purpose Podcast, Evan Almighty, my man Phantom, I am Seven the Panther. Thank y'all so much for being here. Until the next time.
See y'all next Monday, man.
If I may, hey.
Everything changed but the motivation. City to city, the same song on the station. Controlling the interest. Look how these kids dress, you cashing them.